Hello, I'm on the Lucky here to give you how to find a guild and what you're looking for in a guild. Alright. How you find a guild is, you can either A, create one, or B, look for one in chat. There's plenty of guilds recruiting. But what you want to look for in a guild, that's a whole different story. That's a whole other ballgame you got to look into. One of the things you want to look into is what times they start wars, what's the community like, and also their rules. Especially, and also another thing, what type of guild they are. Alright? Rules, some people are a bit stingy on the rules, like how they want the things to run. Some people, they want to be able to hit all +3s just to farm those guild points, just so they can, gather those points. Well, that leads a problem of fairness of point distribution amongst your whole guild. So a lot of guilds implement rules in order to limit the amount of plus points you can get during a guild battle. Now, some of those rules include, I'll show you this, the +6 rule, meaning you can only hit up to, that means like 1 + 3, 1 + 2, 1 + 1, and what that does is that limits the amount of additional points they can gain. So if they win a war, everybody's topped off on points, they're evened. It distributes the points evenly to the guild, so no one can complain about, well, this guy got more points than me because yada yada yada. Sometimes that leads to discretion and moral loss, more say. Can't even find my words today. Don't even know what's wrong with me. Another thing is we try not to let all of our weaker members just hit weak defenses, whereas our stronger members hit harder defenses, in a sense, because they hit all weak defenses. Then when the stronger people come on, if they lose their monsters, what are they going to do? They can't hit. All they got left is stronger opponents, so they're automatically going to lose and lose guild points. So we want to make sure that our weaker members are at least hitting ones that they can win, and not just hitting weak defenses just to get rid of war. We're looking for stuff like that. Now, another thing is the green, yellow, red. Alright. Now, a lot of people get this. A lot of people go, well, why green, yellow, red? Or, I can't win a green. Can I hit a yellow? Yada, yada, yada. Green is the one that's going to lose, that helps your team the most win a war. Yellow is the one that's going to help your team the second most. And then red is don't hit unless it's last. Only one left, or the only one left you can hit. Now, the reason why those rules were originally stated was because people were losing guild wars because they would just hit all one enemy, and it would become blackbarred, which means the enemy can't be attacked unless you've won the war already. Now, those rules are always in place for most guilds. They try to implement a form of those rules. So you want to find a guild that works with, you on what rules that you like to have or like to be in place. Would you like to keep farming at a steady, balanced rate, or do you want to just hit all +3s? So that'll help out a little bit on that. Now, times you start. Now, most people, they have a set life. You have a life outside of the game. You're not going to be able to do wars at all given points in time. You still got to sleep 8 hours. And then if you're getting ready for work, then going to work, and then you have to work 8 hours, that's 16 hours a day that you might not be able to play the game if you're one of those people that has to work. So you got to let your guild leader and vice lead know what times you're available to do war, so you're actually able to enter wars. Another thing is most guilds either A, started at server time, or B, started at a time that's convenient for the leader to start it versus everybody else, because the leader's the one who has to start the war. He's got to be the one. So, leader or vice lead, doesn't matter. What we do is we start ours at server time, server reset, 12 a.m., 12 p.m. Beautiful times to start at, easy to get going, 12 hours. For me, it's 3 hours later because of my time zone, but that's just my time zone. Another thing that you want to look for is the competitive and farming levels of guilds. Competitive, you're going to go for those summoning stones. You get the highest rank you can possibly achieve every week. And then in a farming guild, you're going to give for how many guild points you can get and summoning stones. So again, two different types of guilds. Make sure you choose your preference. But overall, what's going to come down to what blends all these together is the community you have behind the guild. The guild itself isn't going to benefit you unless, or have a big impact on you, unless they're helping you, they're communicating with you, what type of monsters are on the defensive, how to face them, what they can beat, teamwork, you know, that's another big aspect. And then they're also strategizing with you. Or if you're looking for help, they're talking with you, telling you this, this, and this is what you need to do. Or they're giving you advice on how to run your monsters, how to rune them, what comps you can do, potential battle strategies, and then saying, all right, listen, we see this defense, you have the monsters for it, do you think you can beat it? You know, any person that's extremely helpful to you and is communicating with you would be great to have in a guild with you. So if you get along with somebody in the game, if you talk in world chat, or you know somebody in real life that plays this game with you, it's best to be in the same guild with them, because they're overall going to communicate with you, help you improve to a level where you're actually good at the game or you can improve. Now, I like people that can personally push me to the next level in my guild. And I do have a couple people, 3 or 4 people in this guild that I actually consider good rivals, and I want to continue playing with this guild. One other person that's not in this guild that I've played with for about 1.5 years, he's also on this channel, Decibel the Purifier. You'll also see Notorious the Drunken Master. I really like him as a player. He pushes me to the next level. And you'll see us troll him. You'll see him. He's also our guild leader. So, and there's a couple people, other people in the guild that I see as rivals, and I actually want to improve myself to be better than them. So, in the long run, I'm hoping this guild's going to put me over the top, put me where I want to go at, put me in the direction where I want to go at. Like I said in my intro, I'm not the best player in the world. I'm not claiming to be the best, but I'm here to help you improve to the next level. This is Amon the Lucky, signing off.